Hi there, this is Brandon with Bulldog Rooter. Today's date is August 2nd, 2020, and this is going to be an upload video inspection for job number 8067541. Alrighty, so what we're looking at right here is where the house ties into the main city sewer. We are at about 81 and a half-ish feet. Alrighty, so we got called out here today for a mainline backup. So I pulled my cable down here, removed the clean out in the stack, and ran it out about 100 feet my first go around, and found that the line was still holding water upon testing. And then I put it in a second time and went out about 120 feet and still had the same result, still was holding water. So I put my camera down there to kind of see what was going on, and I found that we had a sludge backup. So we went and grabbed the hydrojetter, and yeah, we got it all opened up. So what we're looking at right here is either 4 or 6 inch clay tile. Looks like 4 inch. Which is really good. We kind of had to suspect that it was going to be Orangeburg, but it is definitely not. Clay tile was laid in 3 to 5 foot sections. As you can see right here, those are what the seams look like. Usually our main problem with clay tile is root intrusions. A lot of the time the ground will settle, and through those joints that have settled and created space, roots will grow through them. But this was definitely not our issue with this line. It was 100% a sludgy backup. As you can see, this line looks pretty darn good. Not seeing a whole heck of a lot here. I'm going to run some water down real quick and see if I can't get our camera a little bit cleaner. Alright, give that a second to catch up to us. And all this white gas that you're seeing right there is sewer methane gas. Alright, we're at about 50 feet here. Camera cleaned off a bit. I'm going to give this all a chance to settle. There's quite a bit of sewer gas, but that's a good thing. That means the line's open. So, pull back here. Still in the clay tile. Used to be a little bit of a seam there. At about 40 feet now. Some remaining debris. Another seam. I believe this is about where our issue was. Alrighty, let's see here. So starting right at about 37 feet from this cleanout, we pull back into what looks like a belly. It looks like there might be a minor chip or a crack in the pipe right here. Nothing to worry about. So anyways, right here, this is a belly. This is where the ground has settled and has moved the pipe from a downward grade to either a flat spot or a back grade. And this is going to give chances for stuff like stool, toilet paper, kitchen sink debris, lint, pretty much anything. It gives it a chance to kind of settle to the bottom of the pipe, absorb the moisture, and creates more of a sludgy type blockage, which is why we required the hydrojetter to come in to get this guy unplugged. Just because my cable, the mush will just kind of fall back on itself. It won't really, one, it won't clean the line, and two, it'll just make it drain out very slow. So I kind of had a suspicion that this was going to be the problem, but it doesn't look like a very big belly. My camera head's about 1.5 inches in diameter, so that'll kind of give you a little bit of a ballpark of how much water we're in. But like I said, that belly doesn't last for that long. It actually looks like it was just maybe this section of pipe that contains this belly, because we come out of it at a seam and we go back into it at a seam as well. So I think it's just this piece of pipe. Yeah, because right here you're not holding much water at all. That off to the right's just a very, very minor chip. Nothing to be concerned about. Like I said, overall condition of this pipe does not look bad at all. That spot, we have a bit more serious of a crack right there, and maybe even a very, very, very small hole. So yeah, it's definitely a crack right there. It looks like it's right on the seam, but as you can see, it doesn't stop really the flow of water, or we'd have a pool of water right there. And it shouldn't stop too much debris from getting down this line as well. I'm not saying that's not going to be an issue in the future, because of course it will continue to deteriorate. But yeah. And it looks like at this spot right here, which is about 22 6 away from the clean out I'm looking at, if you look to the top of your pipe right there, it almost looks like we have a clean out for this line. Back some more. Now it looks like we're in the cast iron. Yep, definitely in the cast iron at this point. Cast iron is going to be all throughout the house and about 1 foot outside of the foundation wall. Back, we're about 10 feet from the clean out that I'm working out of here in the basement. And we should be coming right up. And here we are. This is the clean out that I'm working out of, right next to the water heater there in the furnace. And again, that was Brandon with Bulldog Rooter. Thank you for choosing us for your video inspection.